Hi everybody, Flash Wiseman back again with a look at Ostriv. This is a city building game that puts you in charge, gives you the role of governor in an 18th century Ukrainian town, where according to Steam it challenges your creative and management skills. It aims to raise the bar of city building experience by adding huge amounts of possibilities and removing annoying limitations. Things like organic town layouts with no grid or angle restrictions. The aim is to make the player's creation become alive and believable communities where real-life problems would arise, thus making the late game a new challenge rather than a repetitive chore. There you go. I've played this before and it's great. I really enjoy it. So I thought with the recent update, I thought I'd have a look. It's got music, which I'm just going to check I've turned down. Yeah, it's got music, so I've turned that down, copyright and all that jazz. Right, let's dive in. Right, new game. I've done this map before. I don't like that map. Map 4, I'll look at that one. We want lots of flat land. There's a river. We want too far away from the river, do we? Reeds, I think this will do. Near trees. Near trees, so let's put... Where's actually, I'm going to double check that. Where's this? I want to make it near stone deposits. Well, there's stones down there. But let's have a look over here. Before I go diving in, I'll make sure we're near. Edge of the map there, I've got reeds. I'm just kind of getting my map positioning right. We need to be near trees, don't we though? What about over here? How far can I go over here? I'm just conscious that we can gather thatcheries for reeds for... If I go here actually, if I put myself here... flat land. Very flat land might work. So if I put myself here... There we go, right, see it's gonna... Yeah, it's got very useful help. Kind of a list of things it recommends you do to crack on. So, but I am going to stick that to a degree, but I am going to do my own thing as well. So that's going to do that. Also, the speed, it is a very slow paced game. It's very slow paced. What I am going to do is, there's things we need to do. If we go into this, our temporary governance resources, we are going to need to sort out thatchery and nails. So what we're going to need to do on food. So what we're going to need to do is we need to build houses for the people as well. So we need to do. I'll get that going first, but we also need to make sure we're providing food, because at some point we are going to have to start producing food. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the houses down first because they take long. I'm just going to put the houses down here. Part of me is not put the gardens though, because gardens means that house for the garden. Let me just check if that makes house for the garden. So if house for garden means they can produce their own food for a bit. Hay dryer, let's have a look. Options, apartment buildings. It's going to be village house, isn't it? Village house. If house is a garden, only can grow food. That's why I want to go house for gardens. I had a bit of a reminder myself earlier on about that, because I didn't put houses with gardens down, and it meant the initial villagers basically stopped. I didn't build farms fast enough. Right, let's get this nicely laid out. Let's go down here. Give it kind of a organise a little bit. So I'm going to rotate you. Hang on, not the map, but the bloody building. You fool. Get top down. So let's go. So you get it reasonably lined up. No, that's the wrong way of doing it. Nope. Hold down the shift. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm then going to do, I'm going to rotate you there. Okay, what does that? You can only rotate one way. F1 to change the building. And I'm going to hold shift when I go, oh no, I don't want to do that. What's it done that for? Okay, let's try that one again, shall we? 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to take you around. Alright, so I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I'll crack on with that, so I'm going to let them go with that. With a clay pit for the house. This is good. It doesn't give you an awful lot, but it gives you enough so you can. It gives you enough so you can. I'll do there. And you need to be built before the houses. You do. you often do that. So it'll give you that. You are going to be producing wood and firewood. Yeah, keep me equal measure. So I need to put workers in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so but eventually when this is cleared, because this will get cleared out as families move. These are families' tents. So as the families get tents, this stuff will get cleared out, and then I'll have to put more houses there, because eventually you can knock all this down eventually. Off the building there. But it is at the start, it is a bit slow paced. But what you can do is what I am actually going to do. I'm actually going to plan the buildings out now, but then pause it. That's not what I wanted. Production. I want production. Production. I want a smithy, because I want to plan these buildings out. It's where to put them, because I want to try and keep an industrial centre away from. Because you can't build. I don't think you can build roads. So what I want there, I want to put a smithy there. Set me options actually as well. Is it options here? No, layout overlays. I want to show local market and work. I want to show everything. Okay. I want. So that's put my smithy down. We need a carpenter, because a carpenter repairs broken wagons. So I'm going to take you there. It can only take you one way, but if you hit control and R. Oh no, I did take that bloody map then. Oh. Okay. I want a bit of a kind of industrial zone over here. They're in there, so I'm going to pause both of them for the time being. What we're also going to put down a farm. We're going to put down a farm. Production. Farm. Where's the farm going to go? The farm needs plenty of space. So I'm going to put the farm here. But I'm going to put the farm to come before. I'm going to do the smithy first, then the farm. Okay. Yes, so I wanted to decorate. So again, there is a bit of a lag between. There is a bit of a lag between producing. So what you've got there, you got firewood and wood. There's a bit of a lag between the building. So also, I've noticed that if we go into population as well, look at the population. We've got working 9, unemployed. Look, his job's 9. So the women can only do certain jobs, which I find interesting. So what we also need to do, thinking about that, we need to build a thatchery. It's going to tell us to do that in a minute, but I'm just preempting it because I know what's coming, basically. Thatchery, and I can't see the thatchery. Where are you? Because everything's open to you. The thatchery, they retrieve reeds which are down here. So what I'm going to do is, and also what I think happens with this game. I think that women can only do certain jobs. I think. So if you got, I'm going to put shifts. I'm going to put a couple of these down. I'm actually going to put one down for the time being. If you look at it, so if you notice here, that's not what I wanted to do there. If we notice over here, this doesn't have an option for recruiting. This doesn't have an option for recruit men and women. But other buildings, when they're built, have the option for multiple people to work there. Smithy. So when we'll see 1 minute. So sometimes you get the option to decide who you're going to recruit. You get the option to decide who are you going to recruit, and others you don't. It just depends. I know what I'm going to do there actually. It depends on the type of building it is as to whether you can recruit there or not. Let's have a look at bench we got. So we're going to have a little bit. I'm going to put some benches down here. What I'm going to do is I'll destroy those when they're done. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a load of benches down here. I'm going to put a stack of benches down. I'm going to make this a bit of a square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to rotate you like that. 1, 2, 3. So what's going to eventually is that when this camp's gone, we'll have houses there. I'll try and put a bit of a town square here and houses down there and kind of build out radially from there. I'll put over here. Thatchery. I don't need 2 thatcheries. That's right. Okay. Don't need you. Got 7 families. So yeah, it is a bit slow paced at the start, but I've maxed my builders. If you notice, only men can be builders. If you notice that, so not everybody can do every single job, and you can't do anything else until you've got population. So you've got 9 looking for jobs, but then it would be useful if it told you who needed to do what in a job. Hairdryer. I might get a couple of hairdryers going out actually. Going down here, we're going to have. If I put them down here where the reed place is, I keep forgetting to put control. This is good for hairdryers when you get animals, when you get to feed animals. And I'm going to put kind of surround this by hairdryers. I don't like that one. That's nice on there now. It's all dry hay. What I'm also then going to put down is I'm going to put in a hay dryer. It's store production, trade and transport, a giant hay bar. I'm going to put down a big hay bar, a big kind of hay barn. We probably don't need it this big quite yet. I plan to put that there. I'm just kind of prepping myself for further down the line. So what I was going to put down, I'm going to put down a market store. So my market store is going to put. I'm going to put the market store. It's going to be kind of. I'm going to put it. I'm trying to, because what I'm thinking is have a town square, have the square here, have a market store there. So you're basically in the middle of your market, you're in the middle of your settlement, and you've got that's where your main gathering of people is. Is what am I looking for? Firewood. There we go. It's an alphabetical order, which is good. Okay, so you need to have somebody working for you. See, well, women. So if you look here, hire options. Here you can hire men or women to work here. But other buildings, like for example here, you can't. So some buildings, but it doesn't tell you that. It would be good if you could an easy way to identify who could go in what building. Also, what you can't do as well, you can't, again, tell me if I'm wrong, but you can't split your builders to do different things. All the builders will build everything. They'll all focus on one build and build it all together. You can't get multiple builders going at once, because every at the moment builders all come from your camp centre. So it's kind of like, again, correct me if I'm wrong on this one. You got plenty there doing, and that's fine. They've got hay bales drying over there. Well, I'm going to move you to come after the farm before the carpentry and thatchery. It's about priorities, it really is. Because I'm not bothered at the moment. That's just a nice to have. It's not a massive priority because we've not got animals yet. But that's annoying. That's kind of out of sync. We've not got animals yet. So it doesn't particularly bother me. We don't really need it. It's just a nice to have. It's just because these take so long to build. They really do. So you kind of just sat watching. I'm on full speed. It's a very slow paced game. I think something it's a bit too slow. It could be doing with being a bit quicker, gameplay wise, be a bit faster. But it's not the end of the world. You're not gonna. You can run it faster. You can run it for fast speed if you want to. Because if you go slow speed, it's very slow going. But then it's going to get that real world experience. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing. I think that if you don't have to wait, you have to run at fast speed. But again, at this and this, it doesn't make much of a difference because there's not an awful lot going on. So they won't do anything else until this is. But as if you notice, the tents disappear as people as people move into their new place, you notice tents disappear. Because what we could do is I'm going to do there actually. Thinking about it, we don't need it because there's one there. There's a water well there, so we could actually leave that. I might leave that in place. Yeah, I'll leave that in place actually. Because another water well there. We could put some more. If we've got decorations, we could put a brick arch. What else have we got? We could put a gazebo. Have a nice gazebo in the middle like a little gazebo. What's decorations? That's education. Decorations we got. Put some lilac bushes. I always forget. Wherever the game plays goes, I always forget. Gilder rose bush. Decoration. A dog rose bush. And a... Just a bit of colour, decorate it up a little bit. There, so getting through it quickly. Again, I did a drive and run myself, and when I built it, I went straight in with that. And they don't produce their own food, so they ran out of food very quickly. But that's why Village with God, at least they'll grow their own food, and it should allow you to last a bit longer before you have to get your farm up and running. But it is, yeah, it's not torturously slow, but it is not the fastest. It really isn't. Like, yeah, it's one of the things when I've ever played it, I've always been a little bit. You could really do with going to make the gameplay a little bit faster, because I think they come with their own. They come with some food. They've got food already. You just gotta kind of get the stuff going to them quickly as you can. Just so I can see what these in there. Okay. If you notice, they're growing bee. That's beehive. I think. Yeah. So again, there's no roses. Just from what I can tell, there's no roses or anything. We've got all the builders we can do. I've put the clay a little bit too far away, I think. So we've got, like I say, if you know all the builders have all got to be men. So there's no point putting stacking in more builders because they've all got to be men. But yeah, it's this early part of the game. There is a lot of just kind of waiting for it to do stuff. We've got plenty of fire. We've got plenty of firewood. He says. Yeah, we've got plenty of firewood. That's the main thing. We have plenty of firewood. Yeah, so when they're gone, because because I did this game, I'd have them doing multiple things at once, but all the builds work on one. They all work on one thing together. So I'd rather kind of like them building it separately. But anyway, it's just one of them things, isn't it? So it goes up pretty quick because they've got to gather all the resources. If you look at it, this is what I like as well. It tells you the different stage where they need the materials. Say, for example, you've run out of a certain thing. Like, for example, here they need wood and nails. So you've got time to get the clay. So the different stages where they need everything. I do like that. Yeah, it's just very slow going, so it's just not the fastest. This part of the game, you all stood around waiting for it to be built before you can get to other things. Because again, in the world trade, we've got the world map. So what we'll do when we get to, we'll build a trade centre so we can start reaching out to other people. Carts are wearing out, so that's the thing. I need. So what we like for, again, it hits you all these different things at once. Resources. We've got nails. That's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to pull the carpenter before the smithy because we don't want the carts to wear out. No, I can't. The smithy's got to be next. The reason why the smithy's got to be next is that we need to produce. Go back into resources again. We need to produce in nails. We've got iron, but we need to produce in parts for the carpenter to repair the carts. Again, they can carry it behind if they need to. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, it's the smithy, then the cart, and then the farm. Because they've got their gardens, they should be able to grow their own food. They shouldn't all starve. Which is annoyingly they can do. So I've put that way too far away. I've put that site too far away. But again, they make their own organic. They make their own little dirt roads. the main settlement. But what I don't want to do is have a great big like clay in the middle of your town. Because you think about it, is that some people get tasked out, put a town hall here, and then you just basically build the houses around it. So the centre's here, and you just build your houses around it, if that makes sense. Like in like centre and radially. What I'm then going to do, I'm going to stack up a few more houses actually. I'm not going to build them straight, there's 2 more there. What I'm going to do that, I'm going to rotate you. I'm going to put this back because you can't get immigration until you've got more houses. If I go on that one, I need to copy it, didn't I? I always make that mistake. Copy that again. So that should allow, and then what you can then do is, I can do another one. What I could then do is, here, village house, because by this point, what I'm going to do here actually, I'm going to rotate these here like this. Yeah, I wish there was a grid you could snap things to. Shift, rotate you that way. This kind of little leaves me a bit of a square here. I don't know how much how big I want this square to be, because you could go like that. But I thought about you could do is maybe go something like this. Uneven terrain. This uneven terrain's a pain as well. It's the uneven terrain, and it can make placing things a bit annoying. We go to uneven terrain. You kind of have to build it slightly off. And again, once again, I didn't do that. Right, so now they're at the back there, so they'll be built last. But then I can easily push things in front of them if I need to. This is why you want. This is why you ideally can. I don't know if you can. If you look at production, if you can build government, is it in governance? Construction office. So that's going to require a lot of nails. I might put a construction office down there. Where to put it though? Construction office. What does a construction office actually do? Let's have a look. It parts of time to hire additional builders locally, speed up construction projects. That's an absolute must. Because then I can get people. Where do I want to put it though? It's a government building. It's a government building. I want to put I might put it here actually. Put my government building here. Uneven terrain. That's the thing that I kind of noticed that, and you kind of won't let you build on it, and it's like, well, I want to build on it. Why can't I build on it? To build on a hill, and it's a bit like, well, let's kind of let's put it here. The government. Let's put the why. So I'm going to do actually. Let's put them both down. Hang on. I have a plan. Government building, town hall. The town hall. I'm going to put the town hall here. I'm going to put the town hall. Town hall's going to go at the end there, and then I'm going to put right next to it the other town hall. Government. I'm going to put the construction office just behind the town. I'm going to put the construction office there. And I'm going to, oh yes, let's pause that lot. Just hit pause over for the time, because again, you don't need to pause it because it's not going to do anything. Okay, so let's see off getting the firewood. Not enough workers. Why? Have 2 people died? Live in a tent? I've not built houses fast enough. Oh, that's a bit of a blow. I was expecting that. That's not meant to happen. The first time happened. The test one I did, that wasn't meant to happen. How very dare they? That's going to hurt us. Who for sale? What we're going to have to do then, we're going to have to trim a couple off there. He'll go over there. He should find his way over there. Okay. I didn't spot that quickly enough. So we've got Thatchery. It's going to... Thatchery is where... Thatchery, you're going to have to come before... You're going to have to come after that. So you require... What we like for stuff... This is when it starts getting a little bit dicey with what you've got lined up to be built. If I go into here now... Resources, we've got 700 nails left. Okay. Yes, if we go Thatchery, okay, and then because you require, okay, fine. No jobs, but not enough food for sale. So we need to be producing food. Okay, it's that balance that you got to do. It's a real balancing act to try and. It's a real balancing act to in the early game. There's a lot of balancing to be done in getting the early game right. Yeah, that was a blow. But yeah, 6 foot, and then if you look at, they all need repair. I know they can carry stuff. This takes a bit longer. So if we looked at population now, they're all women, and women can't do certain jobs. They can't do all the jobs, which is fair enough, but it's just a bit of a pain, really. They need repair. I can't do that till I've got a carpenter. Factory for your houses. Just takes longer carrying it all. It's just I like the game. It chucks all these different pressures at you. It throws all these different pressures at you to force you into having to make decisions. I do like that because all these competing issues you've got, all the different builders I know you've got to build, so you don't run out of things. Yeah, it's just early that early settlement is really important to get it right. We've got the prospects of a layout here, which is we can cope with. I do need to get that farm before the thatch. It's just like I might put the farm. It's just competing priorities. The build time. I think the build time is sometimes painfully slow. I've not done a charcoal pit, have I, as well? I need a charcoal pit. A charcoal pit. Charcoal pile. Put you there. Bit of a cockeyed angle, but it don't matter. See, now, look at all these labourers there to say women can do it. Then obviously, if we now go to here, population, only open vacancies, unemployed, looking for job 7. So all of a sudden they've done that and they're fine. So again, it's little things like that where they can only do certain jobs, and then you've got people sitting around doing nothing, which is a bit of a pain really. But so you are going to see the Unity 2 workers. What I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to strip them out of here because you've got to be in there and you're producing metal parts and nails. You'll start doing that. And this is next. So we've got enough at the moment. It's just they'll start producing what we need, and then the carpenter is just going to give thatchery, farm, then the carpentry, and then the farms can be produced. Okay. They're producing no food at the moment. We still need more people. No jobs available. Yeah, I mean, it's the man jobs. We've got 3 builders on that. But the problem is, the 3 builders on that, they're not doing anything else. So it's in the queue. So I've got 3 builders. Okay. Yeah, it's this early game. If you can get past this early game, this early bit when you haven't got anything. It's got to get. It's just all this. It's awaiting 600 wood. Right, tell you what we got over here. I'm going to trim back the firewood and concentrate on the wood. Because we go into resources, what we like for resources. We've got plenty of firewood. It's wood. We've got plenty of everything really. Can I build a lay transport production governance? I'm actually gonna move them up a bit actually. I might put construction. I might put the construction office in. What does it actually need, that construction office? It needs wood, clay, and nails. Okay. So that's coming in now. So this will. I said, can I go? Oh, I didn't really do that. And all of a sudden they produce. Say again, these can be men and women, but then you only want women in here really. And then it'll do the farm next, and then it'll do the carpentry. Even without the carts, it just takes a little bit longer. I didn't really need to do that, really, to be quite honest with you. These hay barns, because I've not got animals yet, but I thought get him in there, I don't want to forget. Okay, so that's we're working on that, which is fine. What we should start seeing now, if I go into resources in here, resources, we should start seeing metal parts, which is what we want. Where did I put that farm? Which I put it here, didn't I? I wish that again. It marks buildings out with the little flags. I wish it was a bit more obvious where they were marked out. So if you go over here, it's just they're not. This needs to be better because you can't really see it. I want that to be better. I want to be able to see. I want to be able to see what it's telling me where the buildings are. You almost have to go and create a builder for it to see. Yeah, so losing that initial family set back a little bit, but then as soon as jobs available, it's producing food's a big thing. This needs to get a move on. This needs to get a move on. It just takes longer. Okay, so let's see, get my builders down here. See, because you can't really see where they are because it's just not very clear. It's not that obvious to see. So there, and we'll put buildings there. It's just on a bit of a hill. That's not the end of the world. We'll cope. Message long, not worried about that. You're working on the farm, which is all over here. Okay. It's just because with not having the carts, it just takes so much longer to do anything. So you are a lot of just standing around waiting for it to finish, which is a bit of a pain, but then yes, it's the order I've done things in. It takes them longer to gather stuff. It takes longer to gather stuff. So you can only be done by men. And our population, all are unemployed, looking for jobs. It's 3 women, and you can't really get them to do, and you can't tell them to become labourers. You can't tell them to go off. They just don't want to do it. They need to be repaired. That's 100 higher men and women. If I built another car park, yeah, I'm not sure if that'd work. But anyway, they're busy doing that. It's taking a long time. So they need wood. They nearly got the wood they need. Then it's just bringing the thatch and the clay. But not having the cost, it just takes twice as long. And that's one that construction office done. I'm going to pump you down there because you're not so important. You're not so important there. This is farms more important than anything. So in progress, that's what we need. That's a lot, that is. That's an awful lot. I'm tempted to do is to... Well, I'm not going to... What I'm tempted to do is... Resources. We've got firewood. Well, tell you what I'm tempted to do is I am going to get everybody out of here. I'm going to put everybody in here that is eligible to be in there. I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you out of there. I'm going to put you in there. That hopefully should make it a bit quicker because we've got more people working on it. Got more people working on it. You're gathering, you're getting thatching. There's nothing I can do with that because I can't build anything else on that. Well, bushes are a bit unimpressive, aren't they? Unless he's haven't bloomed yet. Okay. Still a lot to gather. Yeah, because now there's more people getting it. It should take a little bit faster. This means we're not doing anything with the wood. That still needs to happen. That still needs to be happening. Resources. We've got nails. Plenty. As long as the nails and metal parts come through, that's the main thing. Nails and metal parts coming through. I'll have to keep an eye on the firewood. Again, we still like all that wood to be gathered. It's a lot, but again, it's this part of the game. I don't find frustrated. It's just you spend a lot of your time just sat around waiting for things to happen. There's a lot of time just kind of sat waiting for. I mean, it's alpha, it's early days, but the basics there are really good. It's just this initial waiting for things to happen. Decoration. What I'd like to do on decoration wise. Excuse me. That's something else that's got to be built. That limestone, I'm actually going to knock that down because that needs stuff we haven't got. I'm not going to bother with that. See, the farm still has not got what it needs because it's nearly there though. It's nearly there. If I tell you what I might do, because you got to build a thatch, and so I'm not sure that it really won't be doing that. Yeah, just get this farm built. That'll take some people up. Thatcher, then they can start working on it. Then we can start putting the farm down. But at that point, it might be too late in the year to grow anything. And that's next. Construction office, big hay barrack. Because then what we can then start doing is start building animal farms. At that point, I might kind of swap around a little bit. I might move these three up here, because once we start producing food, we don't necessarily need houses with gardens. We can maybe swap them out for things that don't need gardens. Keep an eye on the wood situation because they're not doing anything. There's nobody there. Resources. We've got to keep an eye on this. We've got plenty of firewood. Wood looking a bit low. Keep an eye on that. It's waiting for this farm to be built. No, they're now nearly over because again it's just because there's no carts. It's just taking long because we've got no carts. That's just taking so long. Carts you can get more over. But I want to get this farm up and running, so we can start producing more food. So I can then start building smaller. So you don't need to build houses with massive gardens. And luckily they feed themselves with that. So it's going to take a lot of visits to that. So what other buildings have we got that we can look at? Sandpit, Limeworks, Weaver's Workshop, Orchard. See, that produces a lot there. Cowshed, dairy. Tell you what we do need to do. Depends what we're going to go, I suppose. Windmill produces flour. Flour. I'm assuming it's going to be some kind of. I'm assuming we're going to have. Somebody to make bread, you'd think. Farm, windmill. Probably used further down the supply chain. So what would you use? Wheat. There's not got a bake. I can't remember. Doesn't look like bake. There isn't what there is. Okay, so would it be used in brewery? Oh, great. Brewery. Barley. Trade and transport. I'm stumped as to what we'd use the flour for. Dairy. Okay. Yeah, I can't see a bakery anywhere. That's strange. Farm's done. Oh, well, okay. Farm's done, so let's get these people up and running. So I don't think they're working on that, so let's now get the farms done. So add a field. Okay, what we're going to put in there? Wheat. Potatoes, make it active. Let's get another one in here, and let's go add a field. Yeah, okay, no, you can't go that way, can you? That's entrance to the farm. And then let's go and make you sunflowers. Okay, and let's add another field. Another field, and I'll put the same field. Try that again, shall we? So go and add another field. Put it down here. Odd shaped field then. I can't, that's wrong, I can't attach. Let's destroy that. That's entrance to the farm, isn't it? That's the entrance to my farm. Add a field. I want to go from here. Was it already occupied? You're being a pain, aren't you? This is proving to be harder than it needs to be. Field. I think it was. There's something there I don't like, isn't there? It's a weird field shape. Let's grow wheat in here and make it active. So we've got sunflower seeds, potatoes, wheat. Some really weird shaped fields here. Let's go on to the fourth field just to see what happens. The weirdest shaped fields in the world. Let's add in some hemp. Make it active. Okay, so we've got that's coming in there like that. We do need to. Not enough food for sale. That thing is, we need to get food for sale. So what we do need to do is we need to put trade. Well, let's get you back in there, and let's get you off there. And resources, so we're out of wood. Right of wood, so let's get you off, 2 off there, and let's get 2 in there. Okay. So again, it's just about juggling. It's about juggling your resources around, just moving your people around. It's a weird shaped fields, they really are. So they're going that way. So what we could do is stick 2 in there. put a windmill here. What else can produce food wise? A sheep farm. Ah, the sheep need the wheat. That produces. Go to the field. Wheat. Okay. That's going to produce that. Then we'll produce flour and sheep farm. Let's get a sheep farm up and running as well. Food storage, market stall, warehouse. Let's just go and produce a wool and milk sheep farm. Let's get this sheep farm over here. Put me for a little farming over here. Okay, you don't not nails though. And let's take. This is where our lack of people really hurts us. You'll find one there. They need to. This is the lack of menfolk hurts us a lot. If you've got the lack of menfolk, because they're all women. The lack of menfolk being able to do man things, man jobs hurts us. Little parts to repair. So if I then go metal parts to that one, you should start with working there. Then you do perform preventative repairs. Not enough metal parts. Not enough wood to repair wood. Okay, wood's a problem now. Let's just keep an eye on what we're using firewood for. We're dropping on firewood. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. This fob's a mess. Really, it's weird shaped fields. Okay. So what do you require in the queue? Wood and nails. Because all of a sudden you've got lots of wood now. So if we now look at resources here, wood shot up, so one in there and you got one in there. Not enough wood for repair. They're now going to repair those cuts, which means those cuts should start working again. So I might actually pause that and move you to that way. Pause that a second, because we're going to need that upland to feed the sheep when the sheep farm's being built. Again, you can't just hit on the bloody map. It was here. Is it gone? It's there. Yeah, it needs to be better marked. That's my one complaint. It's too hard to find. Christ, this needs a lot of wood. Okay. No jobs available. Let's create a few jobs then. Create a few jobs. No food for sale. I'll tell you what I do need to do. Trade. We need to get a trading post. Trading post. Let's put the trading post near. Where do I want to put my trading post? I'm going to put it down here out of the way. Put you there. Let's rotate you around this way. This uneven train thing does my head in. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. Sheep farm. Let's move you up the queue. Let's move you up the queue. I'm almost tempted to get rid of these. Got those through there, and I've got those 6. I'm almost tempted not to do them. Create a vacancy there. Unless we can start producing food, there's not a lot we can do. I'm going to move that up there as well, actually. This wood, he'll build that, and then they'll start gathering that up. Needs to start doing that soon. Yeah, it's getting our own food. As soon as you got your own food, we can start selling it. It's just getting it all. It's gathering it all together so we can actually do something with it. Okay. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. That needs to be more. It needs to be clearer. Okay. There's no point building that at the moment until we've actually got. Until we've actually got the people. Until we've actually got the. The workers to actually need a construction building. Now he's got everything he needs. So if we look at the wood situation again, resources, we've got wood and that firewood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that a bit more even now. Above that to there. Chop trees. See, you can't see bombs. It's a lack of food that's killing us. That's this lack of food that's really hurting us. Okay, that's nearly done. Because it's got one builder, that's what's killing us. We've got two there now. We've got two builders. We should have enough firewood. That's been built, right? Next is this massive house we've got. Jeez, I didn't realise it needed that much wood. Oh my god. Yeah, you're going to have to put you back there. Got one there. I don't have enough men. I'm going to put you back to. I'm just going to put you back to one. Let's make sure. I'll set you for there like that. Off like that. Force him to go there. Population. Out of work. So we've got no out of work males. We've got no out of work anybody. So no. Smith, let's get you off of there. That should force him to go into there. It should force him into there. Once he's in there, I can then. Which is nice. He's not in there. He's not in there. He's not in there. They're the only three places he can work because that don't need anybody. There, the women are in there. So what I can do now is I can go click. I can open up vacancies here. That creates his vacancies. This is going to take such a long time to build. It's going to take such a long time. Okay. Yes, this is a game that just. It's very slow paced. I'm on maximum settings. It's very, very slow paced. Yeah, it's kind of like it doesn't feel right doing it at the speed I'm doing it at, but you'd be like, if you did it at this speed, it would take you an hour just to get these houses built. It is realistic. It's realistic to have it at this pace, but it's also kind of a little bit. Oh my god, going a bit quicker, will yeah. it's a very fine juggling act of tasks you have to do. Windmill, sheep farm. Because no point in bringing people in until we've got this farm up and running. See, they've got men in there. We don't. These got 2 blokes in there. Let's get those two out of there. They should. Let's put the builders into there. They should find a way in there now. They should find a way either into here. Let's keep all these at 1 for the time being. Let's force them to go into this. If we look at, yeah, they'll find a way in there. Population, we've got no unemployed males again. Okay. Manager. They've got a manager in there. Let's put vacancies in here now. Put vacancies in here. Let's put vacancies in here. Okay. Temporary storage. We are going to need proper storage at some point. That takes so much wood from there. At some point we are going to have to move these trees as well. Looking for labourers. See, we haven't got labourers. We haven't got labourers to gather firewood. So that's why we need more people. But luckily, we don't really need it at the moment. This is what's holding us back. Is this bit here? This is what's holding us back. It's not producing our own food. We got enough firewood left. Yeah, we've got firewood. Resources. We've got stacks of firewood. We've got loads of firewood. Stacks of it. That just takes up so much material. It really does take up so much material. Well, then once I got that, I can trade food in. I can buy food in, and then start expanding. Then you can start kind of getting more people and start filling up jobs. So I just need a quick drink of Masters dries the bone. Where are we? Okay, this speed needs to be worked on. It's too slow. I mean, I'm on max speed now, and yeah, I suppose if you've got, it's one of those things. If you wanted to take your time, enjoy yourself, yeah, I think the problem with that, it's kind of, yeah, you can do. But there's part of me going, like, I want to be moving faster than this. So what we could do. Actually. Where has it gone? I saw government, education, health, production. I'm sure I saw fishing dock. So what we could do, we could fish. Don't we have to make boats for that though? Is it uneven terrain? Does that uneven terrain? It's where the hell do you place it? But it's a problem. Okay, let's get you moved up to before the sheep farm. In fact, let's get you up after the sheep farm. Right, we've been going for nearly an hour. I think I'm going to leave that here. I hit pause. It's an interesting game. It's got lots of challenges to it. Pacing is one, but then it's also to balancing things out. This layout's not very good. It's juggling the different needs to be able to. You've got to build all the different builds. You've got to build your carpentry to keep your carts intact. Your smithy to produce nails. All the different builds need to be populated. Some can only be populated by certain people. When you've got to get your farms built, there's so many competing demands. It's quite it's a really good game. Anyway, let me know what you think, and obviously I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, thanks, bye.